somebody has to be the best. It might as well be us.
I like being in the baby club because it helps all us top students get together and, kind of be even better students.
Since I came to Dixon, I like science because it's more interesting than my old school.
The extracurricular activities have had an enormously positive effect on our student body. Children come to school, they're very excited, they're energized. There is something for every student in this building to look forward to coming to on a daily basis. We have an attendance rate that exceeds 95% yearly, and that's because students feel they feel wanted here, they feel appreciated here, they feel that the staff is always reaching out to them and going above and beyond the call of duty in terms of trying to identify and then nurture the variety of talents and skills that our young people have. Anyone who comes to the Dixon School and is looking for a job has to be versatile. You have to know how to do at least 2 to 3 other things other than teach. It also gives teachers an opportunity to use various media and other creative techniques in their teaching. It's not just book, chalk, blackboard, and paper. So it has a positive effect on staff and students.
I want you to understand that one of the most important things about being on your cycle is your hygiene. You must maintain good hygiene. You must keep yourselves clean. I teach the children about health issues from AIDS to drugs. We also teach them about issues in terms of safety. We teach them about gangs. We have issues about their street safety. So we cover a variety of areas in the health program, and most of the students have an enormous interest in their health and safety and in their sexuality.
Last year our kids did, they were featured at Seaway National Bank, and it's going to be an annual event. So every May or June they're going to be featured at Seaway for a month. And some of my 8th graders are involved in the Marwin Foundation, where they get paid for doing artwork throughout the city of Chicago. And they also have free art programs for those students.
Our first activity that we're working on with Morgan Elementary School is in the building of this telescope. We were given the telescope in pieces. Each of these individual sections were individual pieces, as well as this is just regular piping from plumbing piping, and we put it together ourselves. Our children glued it together and spray painted it black. This is our winter activity, and this is put together by the teacher at Morgan Elementary School. In the spring, we will also be doing another activity, myself and 2 other teachers involved, on soil sampling, entomology studies, and also water samplings. In June, we'll wrap it up with a science club day where we'll have the children participate in science games and activities.
I do enjoy being a member of the science club because I like science very much, and I like the amusement and the thrilling of it.
On display over here, we have some models of atoms that the children had to prepare on their own at home. Their only requirement was that they use something at home. They could not go out and purchase anything special at all. They were asked to choose any of the elements off the periodic table from 1 through 37. And as you see here, we were able to determine whether the ones met the requirement if they had a core nucleus, and if the protons were a separate color from the neutrons, and the electrons are orbiting around the nucleus on the electron shells. Over here, basically the same thing. This is a model of carbon. We have 6 protons, 6 neutrons, 2 electrons on the first shell, 4 electrons on the outer shell.
We have 36 computers. The students come once a week for 40 minutes a day. The lab is basically for writing experiences. Right now the children are doing keyboarding skills and learning the keyboard and learning some basic writing skills so that they can work on a newspaper and a yearbook. They have to complete a banner, a greeting card. The older children, 4th through 8th, are working on newsletters. The 7th and 8th graders will be doing science reports for their science teachers. And the art teacher has assigned some projects, and some of the students have asked to come in and work on their computer on their own time and print up some papers there, and they've done that. And the kindergarten just left, and they were just really enthusiastic about a reading program that's on the computer, and they all wanted to do that, so they sat there and played in the reading maze for a while.
Mrs. Haynes, can you tell us some of the things that you cover in your Black Cultural Enrichment course?
The program consists of the kindergarten, games, songs, simple videos, film strips, coloring pictures, really getting a good sense of who they are. We do a lot about me, commitment, umojo, working together. Intermediate, they basically are doing a lot of reading, writing, and interpreting. There's film strips, there are movies. As the children get older, the videos, of course, are a little bit more intense. There's Roots, Half Slave, Half Free, Marcus Garvey, Harold Washington. At this point, I feel the child is able to interpret better and understand perhaps what some of their ancestors, what some of their leaders were trying to say to them through their words and the works.
We just learned about our history, our great leaders in the past, and how our ancestors fought to give us what we have today.
And why do you think that's important?
Because if we didn't know these things, then we wouldn't know who we were, where we came from.
It tells you about your Black leaders and what was happening in the past to your ancestors and who we owe our thanks to.
These are still from Senegal, and they're $7.50 a yard because they have the gold metallic in it.
We at Dixon School are very proud and privileged to be the only school in the state of Illinois that has a business that is actually incorporated and owned by our students. It is known as the Eagles International Trade Corporation.
The Eagles is the only student-operated business in Illinois and the largest importer of African fabric in Illinois. This here is our basic kente print. It's made in the Ivory Coast. It's 100% cotton. Pretty soon we hope to be selling household things like placemats, bathroom sets, and things like that. We also sell garments, cards. They're $1 each, and they come in different sets, like the Black Jesus set, Noah's Ark, and so on. We sell hats that are made from the fabric, but we don't make them. They're made in New York. These are the 5 countries we get. These are the 5 African countries we get our fabric from: Senegal, Ivory Coast, Ghana, Mali, and Nigeria.
Since our youngsters are now entrepreneurs, they are also going to be participating in the Young Savers program, which is sponsored by the State Treasurer Patrick Quinn's office. As an outgrowth of that, we will be working in partnership with the Seaway Bank. And as a culminating activity, it is hoped that by spring, our students here at the Dixon School will actually be able to open and to operate their own savings bank.
Oh, come, Hamlet. You speak with an idle tongue.
It's not just academics. Students also learn the social skills. They get a chance to interact with each other, which is one reason why we have a lot of activities in the classroom. The students get a chance to work with each other. It teaches them social skills also. Plus, it also teaches them to skills in organization.
Their attitudes have changed greatly. First of all, they've got to be part of a team. They've got to work at a team. They've got to respect each other. Also, in terms of planning, they've got to see a production in their minds first from beginning to middle to end. Then after they have that vision, they have to go and carry it out, which means they have all the logistical considerations of where are we going to position this camera, what are we going to do first, second, and third. Then there's a technical aspect where they just have to do the hard work on it, the editing, the camera operation, the audio system. The teacher's basically not supposed to do anything. Children do everything. They write it, produce it, direct it, they work the camera, and they edit it.
In the Kid Witness News Club, we learn how to set the camera up, how to load the camera. We learn how to prepare short vignettes, and we learn how to do everything ourselves, to direct and to do everything ourselves.
We're involved in trips and building bridges and airports and playgrounds and doing land surveys. We work with different kinds of engineers, chemical engineers, hydraulic engineers, highway engineers.
We have students in from grades 4 through 8th. They do a variety of things, and it's a very exciting program. We've gone to Lockport, Indiana, to see the Lockport dams. We were able to go to Comiskey Park and see the building of the new White Sox Park. We have been just fascinating places. IIT, we've been out to a wave tank. We've had just fascinating trips. So we are very happy that we have the Student Engaged in Engineering program, and we are also quite grateful to the Consulting Engineering Council of Illinois that sponsors our program.
In Junior Beta, the qualifications are good leadership, excellent achievement, and worthy character. In the Junior Beta, also you have to have a B average and good behavior.
I like being in the Beta Club because we get to do things that we never got to do before, and especially me because I've been in different schools and we haven't been able to go on trips like we do.
Junior Beta has sponsored dances, and we plan to have a charity drive, and we also plan to have a homecoming and thing. At the end of the school year, we will have an induction ceremony for grades 4 through 8.
I hereby declare that I shall always strive.
I hereby declare that I shall always strive.
To be honest and truthful at all times.
To be honest and truthful at all times.
To maintain a creditable scholastic record.
To maintain a creditable scholastic record.
To be of service to my teachers and fellow men.
To be of service to my teachers and fellow men.
To conduct myself in a manner to reflect credit.
To conduct myself in a manner to reflect credit.
Upon my school and community.
Upon my school and community.
I feel that it is a great opportunity for anybody who gets into student council. We have fundraisers for the needy in our school. We have certain activities that we usually accomplish. Really, we do accomplish them. Well, I like to actually be able to voice out my ideas and not just be nervous and keep them in. And most of the ideas that people have, that they use the ideas and they come out to be a success.
And in the summertime, we plan to change the dress code so we'll be able to wear shorts to the knees. I think it's important for the students to voice their opinion to change some of the things that we're now having.
We learn how to be a leader.
I have 2 models for the students here at Dixon School. One is do unto others as you would have them to do unto you. And the other is somebody has to be the best. It might as well be us. I always tell my students to work hard, be energetic, be aggressive, be assertive, be confident. I just encourage them to be who they are, to always stay positive, to never say never, and to never give up.